In regards to the halachot of again atifat tzitzit, he says, Seder atifato kederech bnei adam shemukassim b'chsutan. The way to do atifat tzitzit is the way people would regularly wear clothes. Ve'oskim b'mlachtam, and they work normally. Pa'amim b'kisui harosh, pa'amim b'gilui harosh. Sometimes the head is covered with it, sometimes the head is not covered. So therefore, ma'ikar adin, if a person did not do atifa like we do, person he brings down is yotzeh yedeh mitzvah tzitzit. He still is yotzeh, and therefore the beracha works, is hal. However, the minhag that we have is that we do atifat tzitzit kederech yishma'alim. And we put it over our head. We first make a beracha, we put it over our head, and then we put all the strings in the front of us, and we pretty much wrap around our head, and go to the right and to the left. That's the derech of atifat yishma'alim. Again, it's not me'akeh for the mitzvah. This was the minhag, this was the derech. Again, that some people, when they did their work, they would cover their heads with it, and this is how they would wear the talet. He says, make sure that when you're doing the atifa, that a person does not cover. The custom is not to cover the face in total. Rather, we go around the face. So it's not the eyes and the rest of the face is not covered. It's only you're going over the head and around the eyes, but not the eyes are not being covered. That's not the derech. It's a mistake for those people that do it. That's derech ta'ut. And one last halakha in regards to atifa. He says the people that just put the talet over their shoulder and then they bring the talet to the front where all the tzitziyot are in front of them, and the talet is not wrapped around their body but rather mainly on their shoulder, on the top, on their necks. He says, Lo yatzu yideh chovah, they will not mekayem the mitzvah of tzitzit, and even the beracha that they made is a beracha lebatala. So he says, if you see people doing that, he says it's ta'ud gadol beyadam, and therefore you should try to make sure to correct them and tell them that they should bring down the talet on their backs, on their body, and we should have two tzitziyot in front of us like we do, and then two that stay in the back. That's the derech of atifat tzitzit.